Good afternoon. Hear my voice and see my screen? Hello? Can you see my screen and hear my voice? Wait, I have wait. Sorry, I have wait. Please wait a while. I have audio issue in my place. Is it clear? My voice? Okay. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 2026 International Youth Talk. As for today's session, we'll be discussing about my digital story, how social media shapes my identity. Before we start our meeting, let me introduce myself. My name is Rifda, and I will be your host as well as moderator for today. Okay. Without further ado, let's start. Sorry. Without further ado, let me introduce our event today. So, the International Youth Talk is a dynamic online platform dedicated to empowering the global youth community to take an active role in shaping a sustainable future. This event is organized by SIMUTAD and co-hosted by the Southeast Asia Youth Sustainable Development Foundation, PAPASITA, and this initiative serves as a flagship program under the China ASEAN Technical Education Cooperation, or CITCP. Sorry, in here we haven't mentioned that this program also hosted by GoStudy as well. So the collaborative efforts, our program fosters meaningful dialogue, cross-cultural understanding, and innovative solutions among young leaders worldwide, inspiring them to contribute to global sustainability goals. As for today's meeting, here's the schedule. First, I will introduce our presenters for today. Today, we will have four universities joining with us, coming from the four different countries as well. And after I present the school that will be participating, we'll have opening remark that will be presented by senior representatives, and I have already seen Mr. Katru join with us today, and then will be followed by presentation session 1 and Q&A session 1, and then presentation session 2 and Q&A session 2, and then will be concluded by group photo together. Before we start our meeting, I want to encourage everyone, our participants, to use the virtual background that we have provided in the chat box. My colleague, Shafira, has already sent it. Okay, so for the presenter school today, we have four different universities, as I've mentioned. The first one is coming from Laos, from Suphanophone University, and then the second one coming from Malaysia, Lincoln University College, and then the third one will be from China, Guangzhou Lincoln College, and then the last one is from Indonesia, Universitas Negeri Medan. But before we start, I would like to express apologies if any of my audio is unclear or not, because yeah. Okay, and then the opening remark today will be presented by Mr. from Sochatra, the Deputy Director of CMU that I have already seen, Mr. Fat, and the time in screen is yours.
Yes, thank you, Rifda. Can you hear me clear? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So, good afternoon to all our participants joining us from different parts of the world. Welcome to the 2026 First International Youth Talk webinar. It's truly a pleasure to see so many young voices gathered here today for a conversation that is timely, personally, and deeply relevant to our generation. Our theme today is My Digital Story, How Social Media Shape My Identity, which invite us to pause and reflect on a simple but powerful reality. Social media is no longer just something we are used. It's a space where we are growth, express ourselves, connect with others, and sometimes even question who we are. For many of us, digital platforms are where we share our story, value, creativity, opinion. They shape how we see the world and how the world sees us. At the same time, they can influence our image, relationship, and sense of belonging, sometimes in empower ways and sometimes in challenging ones. Today's webinar is not about right or wrong answer. It's about listening, sharing, and learning from others. We encourage each participant to speak openly about their personal experience, both the opportunity and social media offer and pressure it can create a digital age. Your story matter and your perspective can inspire others. As we begin, let us create a space that is respectful, inclusive, and supportive, a space where diverse voices are heard and where honest dialogue can lead to a greater self-awareness and digital responsibility. Once again, welcome to the 2026 First International Youth Talk webinar. We look forward to your insight, your story, and meaningful discussions ahead. Last but not the least, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to the organizing teams of CMOTech and GoStudy for their excellent collaboration in making this webinar possible. Your dedication and hard work have created a value platform for team for learning, sharing, and meaningful dialogue. Thank you for your commitment and empowering youth and advancing education. Thank you, and let's begin. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Rafal, for your kind opening remark. I hope this could help the participants to be more excited in starting this session. Okay, without further ado, we will continue for the next session, which is, as I've said before, our topic today will be discussing about my digital story, how social media shapes my identity. As we know that social media has grown very big. We have so many social media, TikTok, or in China, Douyin, and then Twitter as well. And as the user of social media, it somehow affects our lives. So I think for today's session, we can gain a lot of new perspectives coming from students who is the same age as me as well. So without further ado, let us start the first round. The first round will be from Sophanofong University, Laos, and Lincoln University College, Malaysia. For team one, I would like to call Ms. Pafina Sensolia and Ms. Muntida Bunsafat from Sophanofong University. You have, I'd like to remind that you have 8 to 10 minutes for the presentation. Ms. Prince is here.
Okay. Let's start it.
Yes, I can hear your voice. You can start
Okay.
share your PPT. Okay.
Okay. Okay, I would like to share my screen. Okay. Can you hear? Can you see?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. First, good afternoon, everyone. We are Timur from Sukarno University, Laos. Today, we would like to share our digital story as Gen Z student growing up in the digital world. But before we are going in, did you know that the average person spend over 700 hours a year on social media? Yeah, it's not just an app we scroll through, it's a space that slowly shapes how we see ourselves, how we connect with others, and who we become. Okay, well, next slide. Okay, well, on this slide, let me introduce our team. My name is Montida, and my teammate, her name is Pavina. And okay, for here, today we have 5 contents for today, and I will be presenting the first 2 sections of our presentation, and my teammates will continue with the next session. Okay. The first is self-expression. Social media give us a safe space, a shelf where we can explain our thought, idea, and emotion more freely than in real life. Uh, in real life, at the same time, it's also a stress. We share our work, achievement, and meaningful moment, and turning our profile into the digital diary of who we are and what we value. For example, like when I share my special project on my profile, my friend and my family could see my efforts, and which give me confidence and motivation to keep going. And the next slide. Okay, for here is relationship. Okay, social media showing how we build relationship. It's oral fast and easy connection, like with family, friend, and people we may never meet in person. Through online student group in international friendship, our identity expand from being just a local student to become a global situation. One time I start chatting with student from Thailand, and on Instagram and TikTok share our hobbies and idea. It's helped me feel more connected to the world and learn new perspective. Okay, that's my past now. I will hand it over to my teammates for the next session.
Hello, can you guys hear me clearly? Okay. I'm Pavina. I'll be continue from her. Well, for this topic is about sense of identity. Well, it is also the negative and positive thing at the same time for here.
Can you share it with us?
Yes.
Vanessa, can you share yourself?
Hello.
Or maybe we can skip to the.
Okay. Do you see the screen right now, everyone?
You can continue.
Okay. For this topic is
Yes.
like a negative and positive thing at the same time for us. Well, for the negative thing is like a comparison, or maybe we think of ourselves as the negative way, like have low confidence, or maybe, oh, I'm not good enough, or maybe we growing up differently from others. But at the same time, we can get inspiration from the others also. Well, from my experience that I saw my friends, he got a lot of opportunity, or maybe he grew up like more confidently, like he's applied to the program, or maybe he's got the scholarship. So that inspired me to know me of ourselves, or know me to do things more that I like. Yeah. So for the next topic, it's about opportunity. Yeah. For opportunities, we've got a lot from the social media. Like for a challenge, it might be studying. Yeah, for studying, it's like for everyone, it's not like have a lot of access, but for the opportunity to use social media, it would be a great way to study or apply for a job. And in Laos, we've used social media like on studying very a lot, especially for the young kin. Their parents support them to use social media to study like English, or maybe some subject from schools. And for the inspiration for them to gain more like knowledge from the social media. Yeah. For the next topic here is challenge. Yeah, for the next slide. Can you change for me, Tamon? Okay, let's talk about challenge first. For social media here, we have like a lot of problems that happened like from our perspective or experience also. We've seen that challenge on social media is especially on mental health, like on the teenagers or young kin, and maybe non-stop online on scrolling a short video, especially like for example TikTok, or maybe a reel from Instagram, or maybe YouTube, for example, that makes us scrolling non-stop, that makes it feel like we have a short concentrate, or maybe it makes us change to the new person. So also the other thing is brain rot, that maybe some teenagers might know this word before. It's like the thing that we always on and maybe try to fight what it is, and it's like generation generating from AI to make it to make us feels like, oh, we should follow it more, and it's like affect on the young kin a lot from our experience to see this. Yeah, this is still challenging for some people. Yeah. For our last slide here is conclusion for our social media topic. So digital story here. As we know that social media is also good and bad at the same time, but for our perspective, we could limit, or maybe we can know not thinking of the negative way, like, oh, you need to compare yourself with others, but also just admire, or maybe we could just limit our content from social media and use just mindful content instead, like not to compare yourself for popularity, or maybe it's not important for us. Yeah, so using social media as a tool, not a judge. Yeah, thank you everyone. Khop Chai from Laos. Yeah, that's all the presentation.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Mantida and Miss Lita. Okay.
Yes.
Wait. Okay, thank you so much.
And the next slide, please.
What's
The
next?
theme of Yalta is red and green. As you can see, the girl is wearing a red scarf, and the cake is green and red, and the candles are also red.
Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. We will proceed with our session. Once again, thank you so much, Miss Mantida and Miss Pafina, for your presentation. It's really self-reflection that social media is a tool. It's not it didn't shows our self-worth. Okay. We will proceed with the next scene, which is from Lincoln from Lincoln University College. Mr. Ekansh Agarwal, the time in screen is yours.
See, so we use it in other night on a.
Is my screen visible to you?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. So yes, shall I start? Yeah. So good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being here today. It's a privilege to be a part of International Youth Platform where voices from different countries and culture come together. Today, I will be sharing my digital story or how social media has shaped my identity, influenced my values and relationships, and what it has taught me about living responsibly in a digital world. I am Ekansh Agrawal from Lincoln University, and I present you all my digital story. So, beginning with it, as young people today, social media is deeply integrated into our daily lives. It's no longer just a tool for communicating or entertainment. It's a space where identities are explored, expressed, and sometimes even questioned. In this presentation, I will reflect on how social media has shaped who I am and how I navigate my identity in an increasingly digital world. So, as a social media, you can cross culture. There is a cross culture connectivity. You can there are many platforms through which you can connect to different cultures and different communities. So most of the not all the social media platforms that I have used, but most of them I've used that Instagram and TikTok.
In a good way. So y'all can.
Second, these platforms are an ecosystem.
And it's really
So
important in Afghanistan.
if you're using YouTube, LinkedIn, and Instagram, they are intertwined with each other, and they bridge. Also, they provide a bridging of physical and digital identity. You can learn, you can create, you can express yourself on these platforms. One of the most powerful aspects of social media is that it connects people across borders. Although we come from different countries, cultures, and backgrounds, many of us use the same platforms. This creates a shared digital space where ideas, stories, and identities interact globally, sometimes bringing us closer and sometimes challenging us how we see ourselves and others. So, for this, you can experiment with different personal identities. You can increase your public confidence by displaying yourself displaying your worth, and also you can understand freedom of opinion and voices. You can share your thoughts over different platforms, like you can use Twitter, or which is also called X nowadays. shaping values uh, Shaping values worldwide. So, for me, social media became one of the first spaces where I could express myself freely. Whether it was sharing opinions, interests, or creative ideas, it gave me platform to be heard. Over time, this helped me build my confidence. It allowed me to experiment with my voice and better understand who I am and what I stand for. Relationship and digital connection. Another major impact of social media has been on relationships. It allows us to connect with people beyond geographical boundaries and find communities where we feel understood. At the same time, it has changed how relationship works. Friendship today are often maintained digitally, for which can be empowering and challenging also. Challenges of a digital identity. However, social media is not without its challenges. Constant comparison, pressure to appear perfect, and the fear of missing out can affect mental well being. At times, it becomes easy to confuse online validation with self worth. Recognizing this challenge was an important step in understanding my digital identity more critically. Learning a balance, Learning a balance and digital responsibility. Over time, I realized that balance is essential. I become more intentional about what I consume and what I share online. I learned that authenticity matters more than validation, and that my digital identity should support my real identity, not replace it. This awareness helped me build a healthier relationship with social media. Opportunity for youth in digital age. There are plenty of opportunity for youth in digital age. Despite its challenging, and social media offers tremendous opportunity for young people. It enables learning beyond classrooms, skill development, global networking, and even career opportunities. More importantly, it gives youth a platform to raise their voices, share ideas, and contribute meaningfully to global conversation. Key takeaways and reflection. To conclude, social media has played a significant role in shaping my identity, but it does not define who I am. As young people, we have the responsibility to use digital platform consciously and ethically. When used wisely, social media can be a powerful tool for growth, connection, and positive change. Thank you for listening to my digital story, and that's all from myself today.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Akansh Agarwal. That's a truly insightful presentation coming from you. And I agree that nowadays social media is also a cross-cultural connectivity platforms where through TikTok, through Instagram, we could connect with people come from India, come from Malaysia, come from Indonesia, and yeah, and besides that, it also as a platform for us to do a skill building and even for our career development. Okay. Without further ado, thank you so much for both team for sharing your presentation. And now we will be entering the Q&A session. I have already seen several questions coming from the participants. I think for the first question is from Tanvi. This person asks about, we can see that social media has both good and bad reviews. Yes, I also agree on this. And we have to ensure that the good outweighs the bad. However, this is not always the case. What measures should young people implement to make sure it doesn't affect us in a negative way, such as negative comments? Maybe I would like to call Mr. Akash for answering this question.
Yes.
So the question is, what measures should young people implement to make sure that the bad side or negative side of social media, like negative comments, didn't affect us?
Okay. So, okay, let me answer this question. So, there is so it can be defined into three categories. First will be mental health and self-image. So there will be a highlight reel trap. Uh, you can hear my voice.
Yes, I can hear your voice.
Yes. So I should categorize into three different categories. First will be a mental health and a self-image. In that also highlight reel trap, dopamine loops and addiction traps. Uh, because like I have after that, like FOMO, fear of missing out, fearing of missing out, and second will be physical and lifestyle disruption. There will be a sleep deprivation, sedentary lifestyle. You will be doom scrolling like all the time. Also, there will be a productivity loss because of doom scrolling and frequent notification interruption. You can lead to a fragmented attention span. Apart from that, apart from that, there is also considered is a social and privacy risk. There will be a cyberbullying, erosion of real world skill, privacy scams. Societal impact also, there will be misinformation spread, like the recent news about the Russia, in which there were many AI generated images that were spread, that it has been submerged under the snow. Apart from that, there will be echo chambers in which people align existing views and narrowing perspective and increasing. If you my suggestion for that, if you find yourself feeling worse after scrolling session, try a digital sunset. Set your phone to do not disturb at least 1 hour before bed to protect your sleep and mental space. Or you can go for digital detox also.
No, thank you so much, Mr. Akansh, for your answer. For Tandy, I hope that answers. And then I already see another questions. Wait, let me. Okay, this is coming from Shafira. For Team Sufanova University, how has your understanding of yourself changed because of your social media experience? I would like to call Miss Matida and Miss Lita to answer this question.
Okay. From this question, in my opinion, that during the pandemic time of COVID, it's like the changing for me because I don't really use like Instagram or Facebook, like this social media much. But after the pandemic, it makes us like the Gen Z generation use TikTok or the platforms a lot for this one. And we usually change from that way. Like TikTok, it really gives us a lot of content, and Instagram too, that makes me change myself. Like for TikTok, it gives us knowledge and dances, like dancing at from the uh train, or maybe a trend from Instagram for this. And I started to change from like those contents like making with friends from online. And yeah, that's changed me. But around like the end of the pandemic, that we don't really know what to do, and I don't really do nothing much. But after I see my friends, he's like really a independent person that makes me change myself more to today, that I can stand here right now. Because I don't used to be like this before. Like I always stay in the comfort zone, like not brave enough to stand here. And yeah, my friend, yeah, changed me because he always join like some kind of this program and speaks English really well. But at that time, I don't have really much confidence. But for here, it's really changing me from social media. Just from using online and social media, that could change me from around a lot of people online, that could change me. But sometimes we always compare ourselves too. But to be sure that my mom, like parents always told that we don't have to compare ourselves with others. We have the good thing from our own. Yeah, and I believe that. And till today, I can stand right here, yeah, with my own and my experience too. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Lita. Miss Montira, do you want to add for this question? Do you want to add any answer?
No, I agree with
Okay.
Marina. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Lita. And I agree with your answers that social media not only bring, we always heard that social media bring negative impact, but in fact, in reality, we gain so many positive impact too. Like we gain a lot of new friends coming from different countries, I've mentioned. And then it also boosts our confidence in speaking English. And Ms. Lita, your English is really good. I could I appreciate that. Okay. I think we still have plenty of times. Maybe I would like to call any of the participants, maybe want to ask directly to the speakers for on mic. You can raise your hand, maybe any. Okay, but as we wait, this is the next questions come from Julman Salasain. Oh, this person sent two questions. How does social media change the way I present my identity online? That's the first question. And then the second question is, how does exposure to global content on social media shape my personal values, and how does social media influence my views on social equality? I think Mr. Akansh discussed about global content before in his previous presentation. I would like to call Mr. Akansh to answer this.
Okay, social media encourages curated performative identities, selective sharing, image management, algorithm-driven validation shape How you present yourself, often emphasizing on visibility and approval over authenticity.
Is that
So,
all?
for an
Mr.
example,
Akash?
if you present yourself to be more formal or more a person that let us take a very easy example. If you present yourself be a NBA fan, then people associated with NBA teams or people associated with around that community will be more attracted to you. So it's all about that how you are like sharing yourself or how you are emphasizing your visibility over the social media platform.
Okay. So, I hope that answered your question. Thank you so much, Mr. Akash. And then I read a really good question from Mr. Denver Jovero. Why the youth easily run in social media? I think we could relate as a youth. Does it shows that we are only brave digitally, or how can we use social media to have a more genuine and personal encounters? I would like to call team from Souphanophone University, Miss Lita and Miss Montida.
Okay, is it about the youth?
Yes.
Why the youth easily rant in social media? Yeah, as we know that these days, like it's quite different from the older generation, like Gen Z. Did you know that Gen Z is around like 1999 to around like 2009? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, between these years, it's quite different, and we grew up a little by a little and starting to see something change, like digital or maybe something around us. As we know that the around like 2000s, it doesn't have like a phone, like something that so much like digital like this, and we always like doing something else, not using social media much. But from this generation, like for example, Gen Alpha, for example, uh, as we know that the digital is already exists around like 2015 or 16, for example, like that. It's already exists a lot. Like the young kids get supported by their parents, and it's make them easier to access to the social media and like in digital world, like playing games or maybe using social media like to inspire themselves or doing the thing they like. But at the same time that we know that it's really young for them to use it. Like I've seen a lot of young kids, like a girl, they use like to make up content really fast, so that's quite affect them for some reason. Yeah, but it's good that they make a content of themselves and be popular. But for them, like for my opinion, that it might be really like have a problem, or maybe it's too young for them. Like there's still a problem, like showing a face from a young kid that's not be safe for them. Like maybe some adults might think in a bad way for the children too. So this still is challenging for them. Yeah, but it's good for them to like having their a job as young for them. Yeah. So that might be different from our generation.
Okay. Mr. Denver, is that answering your question?
Yes, that's all.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Miss Lita. And I see that Mr. Akash also share his thoughts on the chat box. Okay. And then I think the next question, this will be, sorry. The next question, the last question for this session, from Miss Elizabeth Pinto. Do you think social media has changed how you perceive yourself or your relationships? This is very relatable for Gen Z. In what ways? I want to call it both team, but first, Mr. Akash and then Miss Lita or Miss Montida could add.
Okay. Thank you so much. So yes, social media reshapes self-perceptions and relationship in an observable ways. First will be self-perception. It promotes comparison and self-monitoring, trying worth to visibility, feedback, and metrics rather than internal values. Second, relationships. It increases connection frequency but can reduce depth. More awareness, less intimacy, more performance, less presence. Third will be boundaries. Public sharing blurs private life, changing how authenticity and closeness are defined. Overall, it amplifies how we see ourselves and others, but often through a curated lens rather than live reality. For an example, also, a student posts achievements and happy moments on Instagram and receives like likes and praises and comments. Over the time, they begin to see themselves as successful only when posts perform well. Offline, they hesitate to share failures with friends, even close ones. The relationship remains connected online, but real emotion supports weakens because vulnerability is filtered out.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Akansh. I would like to call maybe last answer from Miss Lita to answer some question.
All right, for this question is similar to the last one that I've answered before, but let me explain more about this, that how do I perceive or change myself or knowing of myself more? As we know that social media like change ourselves from really many situation, like from my experience is the pandemic COVID like that. It's really like a lot of things happen back there, and we've got a lot thing to learn and to know by ourselves that makes us know that, oh, I like this one more, or maybe I prefer to be this of myself. And for the relationships that, yeah, in my perspective, is about like the friends or maybe the family or the people we know around us. Also using social media too that affect us, like make a great impact, but at the same time it might have like a negative for some reason. But from my experience, it's like the relationship, it would be like the great impact for me. It's my friends or maybe my family that inspire me to do the things I like, and to now that they could like inspire me to now. They really like support and maybe sharing, or maybe like friends that we didn't see anymore, like they might be long distance friends, for example, but you can't talk or maybe stay in the different place. But we could talk or maybe use social media to um, texting to each other, or maybe see each other online to share their story and my story to them. And that makes us to still keep in touch with each other. Yes, that's all for my answer.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Lita and Mr. Akansh, for all your answers and also amazing insights. And that will be concluding our first round, as we have another next round, another two team. Don't worry, guys, the participants. We still have another two teams, so your question that hasn't been answered, I will ask them for the next round. Okay, without further ado, we will continue with session. For round two, for the next university that I will be presenting is from Guangzhou National College of China and Universitas Negeri Medan, Indonesia. And for team three, I would like to call Miss Wei Siyun and Miss Chen Shixin from Guangzhou National College, China. Miss Wei and Miss Chen, how long are you ready? I would like to call Miss Wei and Miss Chen. Time and screen is yours. And you have 8 to 10 minutes for your presentation. Thank you.
Wait a minute.
Okay, take your time.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, hello.
Can
Hi.
you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see?
Yes.
Hello everyone, my name is Seven, Wei Siyun. I'm from Guangzhou, China. Today I want to talk about the social media, this digital sphere that accompany our daily lives, and how it has quietly changed my idea, ways of speaking, and life choices through cross-cultural opinions leader. We will express in these 4 parts. Studies has long shown that in the era of globalization, social media has become a cross-cultural public opinion area, and the influence of opinions leader is deeply in different cultural backgrounds. For me, social media is not just a tool for fun and free time, but a journey of mutual shaping between culture and thinking might grow. In the 4 parts is authoritative voices. The first door social media opened for me was the authoritative voices in creative culture. As a young person who looks at Weibo and WeChat every day, during the pandemic, my social media page was filled contests from official accounts like Xinhua News Agency and People's Daily. And the next, as a young person, the official anti-epidemic rules and short videos of frontline anti-epidemic work. They realized help me quickly find a clear direction in the message online information. And in the next part is grassroots voices. As I widen a range of social media use, I meet more and more cross-cultural contests on platform, and the common people voices from individualistic perspective completely broke my thinking leaps. Through Xiaohongshu and Instagram, I follow many European and American ordinary bloggers. Some share useful skills for several lives on social media. Some told story of racial ecological through short video, and other recorded the really different of studying abroad through live broadcast. They have no idea support, but we will their genuine and simple style. They have got a large number of fans and social media. Study point out that individualistic cultures, the non-centralized communication of social media has made these small group voices hard, and also made me learn to get out of a single voice, think by myself amongst different ideas, and even start sharing environmental ideas on my own social media accounts, which unexpectedly got the attention of friends around me. Now let's welcome my friend Kitty to speak.
Hello, I'm Kitty. I will continue with the third part still influence in social media, which shape cross-cultural expressions. Different cultural expressions still on social media have currently reshaped my communication. Japanese bloggers convey emotion, violence, gags, and short competition. A high contact culture trait invading emotion reasons. While in European and American bloggers use data, chat, and logic argument for social issue. Origin with low contact cultures retail precision. Social media algorithms push tail contact, that means unconsciously master two skills. Emotion narrative for live sharing on data, logic for professional discussion. Study shows American adults expand their expression 37% more than adults, and hence my mission tennis. Okay, the next part is intelligent parenting. Social media country adaptation habits. Thirdly, my information sharing habits origin with the KOL content adapting culture rule. For domestic topics, high uncertainty and benson, I keep 3 to 5 authoritative accounts to abide overall. For the international issues, low uncertainty advice, I follow over 10 diverse bloggers for comprehensive insights. This cultural adapt approach keeps me clear amid massive information. Social media's influence is two-way interaction. No one-way indoctrination is connect us with cross-cultural opinion leaders via agendas. Golden connection with diverse content and reshape expression thinking through daily use. Understanding the interaction between culture and opinion leaders help us use these tools better. May we invent the digit was wonder while maintaining independent thinking, letting social media drive growth rather than limit the connection. Okay, that's all. Thank you. We welcome you to China.
Okay. Okay, 谢谢 Miss Chen, Miss Kitty, and Miss Seven. Thank you so much for your presentation. We will continue for the next team. For the last team for our international youth talk today. Okay, for the next team. Wait. I have a okay. For the last team, for our international youth talk today, will be coming from Indonesia, team 4. I already see Mr. Edward Johannes preparing himself, and then Miss Hairachi Sadeva Marpau. Time and screen is yours.
Thank you. Is my voice audible?
Yes, your voice is very clear.
Is it my screen visible?
It's still loading. Now it's yeah. I can see it now.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity. But first of all, think about this for a moment. If social media disappeared tomorrow, how much of your identity would disappear with it? So good afternoon, everyone, distinguished organizers, fellow speakers, and friends from different countries. My name is Edward Johannes Tumangor, and today I'm presenting together with my partner,
Hairachi Sadeva Marpau.
And also we are honored to be part of the 2026 First International Youth Talk. And today we'd like to share our digital story, not as influencers or experts, but as ordinary young people living in an extraordinary digital era.
Yeah, social media is no longer just a platform. It is a space where we express ourselves, compare ourselves, build relationship, and sometimes lose ourselves. So our question is simple. Who are we becoming in the digital world? Before answering that question, we want to take a step back. Let's look at what we actually see every day on our screens and why it affects us more than we often realize.
And recently, across many countries, especially in our country in Indonesia, there's been a viral trend on social media called what I post versus reality. So people show two sides of their lives, what they post online, like smiling faces, clean rooms, productive productive days. And then, guess what? The reality like stress, messy spaces, unfinished work, and also self-doubt, and so on and so forth. And it often looks funny. But guess what? It goes viral for a different reason. Because what? Because people everywhere recognize themselves in it. It reveals the gap between who we show online and who we really are offline. And this raises an important question. If so many of us feel the need to edit our reality, what exactly is digital identity?
Yeah, but before sharing our personal experiences, let's clarify one thing. Digital identity is not only about usernames, profile pictures, or followers. It is about how we present ourselves online and how that presentation shapes how we see ourselves offline. On social media, we don't show everything, right? We select, we edit, and we filter moments. And over time, these choices slowly shape our identity, what we value, what we fear, and what we believe makes us worthy. For me, social media started as a place for self-expression. I shared my thought, I shared my photos and daily moments freely. But at some point, I realized something uncomfortable. I began to measure my self-worth through likes, views, and comments. When a post received attention, I felt confident. But when it didn't, I questioned myself. Without realizing it, I adjusted my content, not based on authenticity, but on what I thought people would like. And this made me ask, am I expressing myself or performing a version of myself? This experience taught me something important. The more I focused on how others reacted to my content, the less I listened to myself. And slowly, without realizing it, my online behavior started influencing how I felt offline. This is when social media stops being just a platform and starts becoming a mirror we constantly look into.
But my experience was slightly different. Social media became a place of constant comparison. I saw people my age achieving more, traveling more, and living what looked like perfect lives in their highlight of their story, Instagram story. Even though I knew these were highlights, not reality, I still felt left behind. So this comparison affected my confidence and mental health. I felt pressure to catch up, even when my own journey was already meaningful. So social media didn't create my insecurity, but it definitely made it stronger. What made this difficult was not only comparison, but silence. We rarely talk openly about feeling left behind. The social media moves fast, and it often makes us forget that growth is not a race. So everyone has a different timeline, even if online it looks the same.
Yeah, however, our digital story is not only about challenges. Social media has also given us opportunities. It allows us to connect across countries, cultures, and background. It gives young people a voice, even without power or privilege. Through social media, we can learn new perspectives, we can speak up about social issues, and build communities we might never find offline. In many ways, social media has helped us understand who we are, and these opportunities are real and they matter. For many young people, social media is not just entertainment, it is education, it is connection and empowerment. It can inspire action, empathy, and awareness when used with intention.
But this is where the challenge comes in. Social media rewards visibility, not always authenticity. Algorithms decide what gets seen, what gets shared, and what gets valued. And it creates pressure to always look productive, to always seem confident, to turn our identity into content. When identity becomes performance, we risk forgetting who we are without an audience. So this pressure often feels invisible, but it is constant. And when everyone is performing, authenticity can start to feel risky. But this is exactly why awareness is so important.
So what can we do? We believe the answer is digital awareness. Not quitting social media, but using it more consciously. We need to use social media with intention, not addiction. We need to be honest, not perfect. And the last is remember that online validation doesn't define our real value. Our identity should shape our digital presence, not the other way around. Being conscious doesn't mean being perfect. It means being aware of how social media affect our thought, our emotions, and self-image. It means knowing when to step back and remembering that our value exists even when no one is watching.
To conclude, social media is neither good nor bad. It is a mirror and a magnifier. It reflects who we are and it amplifies what we choose to show. As Marshall McLuhan once said, we shape our tools and thereafter our tools shape us. But this is our moment. Our digital story is still being written. And we as young people, we as youth, right? We are holding the pen. We can choose performance over purpose or authenticity over approval. We can chase likes or we can stand for values. In a world full of filters, choosing to be real is a powerful act. Let us use social media not to hide who we are, but to express who we truly are with purpose, with honesty, and with courage. So thank you for listening. We hope our digital story resonates with you and encourages reflection beyond the session. We now probably give the floor back to the moderator. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Edward and Miss Kyra. I think it's a really good reflection, about social media. And I think everyone here, the participants, could relate so much because, and I agree with Miss Kyra that our self-worth isn't determined by online validation. We are far greater, far more than that. Okay, thank you so much. And yes, I agree. When even myself, when I see my friends um from same age, they travel to a lot of new countries. I'm still here. They achieve something in their career. I think it somehow give us pressure. But when we deal with it, okay, it's just life, their life pattern like that. When we deal with it more, I think more responsible, it makes us less irritated even, or maybe, less pressured. Okay, without further ado, once again, thank you so much, Mr. Edward and Ms. Haira. We will proceed with the next session. Wait, can you see? Okay. The next session will be a Q&A session. And I have received a lot of questions here in the chat box, but myself, actually, I already prepared questions for the China team, as I also want to try to use Mandarin. So Miss Chen and Miss Wei 对不起，我的中文不好。But yeah, okay. So my question is, how do apps like WeChat, Douyin, or Xiaohongshu influence your interests and identity? I will try to say it in Mandarin, but please, 像微信、微博、抖音或小红书这样的应用如何影响你的兴趣、个人身份吗？Can you understand that, Miss Wei and Miss Chen? I would like to call Miss Seven and Miss Kitty.
Hello.
Yeah, is my question clear, or do you want me to replay?
Can you say again?
Okay. How do apps like WeChat, Weibo, Douyin, or Xiaohongshu influence your interests and identity from your personal experience? Let me.
I like to show my video sales on the Xiaohongshu or Weibo.
Yeah.
And I share my truly design. such as I think is equal to Bihani is we should be really online, speak kind word, share my happy and helpful thing.
Okay.
That's all.
Oh, okay. 谢谢 Miss Seven. Thank you so much. So we have to for Miss Seven experience, she on her Xiaohongshu and on her Weibo, she posts like her happy sides, but that doesn't mean she never feels sad, but she wants people who see her account to be happy. Is that it, Miss Seven?
Yes.
Okay, 谢谢. Okay. Next question. I will give this question for Indonesia team. It's a really good question from Mr. Denver Jovero again. As a student of culture, we have this issue with the youth to be victimized by capitalists through pop culture. We are easily swayed on what we see that is trending, and we do it often, even for clout. How can we make a culture of critical thinking in social media? Okay, Mr. Edward. You can answer this from Mr. Danford.
May I answer?
Yeah, okay. Of course, Miss Kara,
Okay.
you can answer.
Okay, thanks for the question. So I'll answer that. So, in my opinion, we can build critical thinking by starting with awareness, like understanding that many trends are driven by capitalist interest, not just creativity. Then we need to pause before engaging and ask simple questions like, who benefits from this trend? Or why is it viral like that? And finally, through media literacy and open discussion, we can shift the culture from chasing clothes to thinking consciously and authentically. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Edward. Do you want to add something for
No,
this
it's
one?
enough.
Okay, I think okay. This is another question for Universitas Negeri Medan from Shafira. Do you think social media strengthens or weakens Indonesian cultural identity among young people, and why? Thank you. Or
I
maybe,
want to
do
add.
you
I
think
want to
that social
answer.
media? Okay.
In my opinion, it does both because it acting as a mirror and also as a magnifier, as I said before, as we said before, it strengthens identity by giving youth a voice to connect across cultures and speak up on social issues, right? But however, it can weaken it at the same time when the pressure to catch up with global trends leads young people to prioritize online validation over their own authentic cultural journey. For example, social media allows Indonesian youth, right, to share their perspectives globally and build communities. But it also creates a constant comparison with perfect lives seen worldwide, which can make their own reality feel insufficient. For example, there is a trend in social media in my slides. Actually, she is a she is a modern girl with like up to date outfits going to going to her office in the morning and also like corporate person something like that. But when it comes to when she came to their hometown, it 180% degree different, something like that.
Okay. Ms.
Maybe
Hera, do you
Khaira?
wanna add? No?
Yes, I do.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I
I think social media, yes, I agree with Mr. Edward, like it can both strengthen and weaken Indonesian culture's identity. It weakens it when young people only follow global trends and forget local values. But it strengthens it when social media is used to share local culture, language, and stories in a creative way. So the impact depends on how consciously young people choose to represent their culture online. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Hera. I think I want to add into this as I'm also coming from Indonesia, and I've seen maybe Mr. Edward and Miss Hera know that in Instagram there now and TikTok also now a lot of influencer and even young people now they want to use batik in their daily life, and we use the hashtag berkain. So it's basically berkain is a piece of Indonesian fabric, batik, which I use today. So the young people usually batik is very Mr. Edward also wear it today. Okay. I'm sorry for the voice in my place. But the thing is batik piece or batik craft is usually it's identical to old people because the design is somehow very oldish, very like our parents use it. But I think a lot of many new business men and also a lot of influencers they choose like a more contemporary design that the youth can use. So I think it's also influence the use of batik and our Indonesian culture preservation also. I think I think I want to add that. Okay. And maybe I'll have a question for China team. I already typed it also in Mandarin. I would like to call Miss Wei or Miss Chen. Does social media help you feel accepted or does it make you feel more anxious? Miss Seven, Miss Kitty, I already typed Chinese. Yeah.
Hello. I, I think I think it helped me feel a step more. I connect with the people who like the same thing, but sometimes I feel a little anxious see others perfect life. Mm, so I sometimes feel anxious. Overall, a step 10 wings. Mm, I think a step
Okay, thank
10
you so
more.
much, Miss.
Thank you. That's all.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Kitty. Yes, I think I agree with you. Sometimes in social media, because we interact with people who, can you hear my voice? Is it like or not? Wait, I think I have a connection issue. Wait. Hello, can you hear my voice?
Yes, Miss.
Sorry for the inconvenience. My place the connection is so bad, but okay. I think I could Miss Kitty before said that she feel accepted, but somehow a little feel anxious as well. But I think we all can relate that in social media we interact with people who don't know us in real life. By that we tend to be more comfortable, talking about we just know them through maybe fandom or maybe just comments from TikToks and we share same interest and somehow from that same interest, let's say we like a same idol or same hobbies, same sport that we like. And when we talk to them, because the same interest, we feel more accepted because maybe in real life our parents doesn't understand our hobby, our friends like another hobby, so that could make us feel more accepted. But in the other side, yes, we also feel anxious because I want people to know me in a good way. I don't want to show them the bad side of me. I think that's what Miss Kitty want to say to you. Okay, I think we still have around 10 minutes. Okay. I think Mr. Bashir, he wants to share his thoughts about the role of social in reviving a lost culture of a people, especially social media. I think Mr. Bashir, you can open mic and maybe share your thoughts also with the speakers. Mr. Bashir, are you here?
Okay. Hello, everyone. Do you have my sound? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Please make it
Yes.
fast.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I hope all of you are doing great, and I wish my speech be related to your own topic. Yes, because it's the role of social media, and I was because due to joining because I joined a little late due to poor connection. Yes, I want to talk and I want to talk without any slides and it was a question for me that what's the role of social media on reviving a culture, and I asked in chat box and no one answered. So I myself want to talk about this. I'm from Afghanistan. Yes, do you hear my sound?
Yes, please continue.
Yes, as I wish it's related to you and it's a pleasure for you.
Okay.
Okay, I'm from Afghanistan and my nationality is Azara, and the term of history we had been under South.
Oh.
Yes, what is your question?
Hello, Mr. Bashir. I think he had a connection issue, I guess. Okay, I think we will continue with the Q&A session first, okay? I will come again with Mr. Bashir. Okay. I think I found another questions coming from Efren Rey Genovesa. This person asked about how can we resolve the issue of addiction of social media and gamings online to the youth? I think Mr. Edward, you can answer to this. I think maybe you play online games. So maybe you can share some tips to resolve the issue of addiction, maybe to yeah. Or maybe Miss Kyra.
Maybe me first.
Okay.
I think there are some strategies that you can follow. Maybe starting from you have to practice digital awareness first. So instead of quitting entirely from social media, the goal is to use digital tools more consciously. So it means we have to be aware of how these kind of platforms affect your thoughts and also your emotions and also your self-image. And next, we can also prioritize intention over addiction. Right. So users like us should engage with social media with a specific purpose or intention rather than failing into the habit of mindless scrolling or we can call it as addiction. And next, the last, we can decouple self-worth from validation because it is crucial to remember that online validations like likes or views that FB Pro, Facebook Pro chase recently does not define a person's real value. So recognizing that your value exists even when no one is watching, can reduce the urge to constantly check for notifications. So that's it. Maybe Haira?
Okay. Do you want to add, Miss Haida?
No, thanks.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
think the next question will be for China team. Miss Seven and Miss Kitty. Do you think social media do online trends like fashion trends in social media influence your lifestyle? Miss Seven and Miss Kitty?
Hello,
Hello, yes.
can you hear me?
Yes, of course I
My
can hear you.
digital self show of what I for is the small dress show I really daily life. I share more of my host online. My digital self is not just about my really daily life. Uh is it not just my
Sorry,
is it
can
not
you
just
repeat?
my life?
The question is, do you think online trends, like online trends, influence your lifestyle?
Uh hello.
Yeah, hello. I already typed the question in the chat box.
Can you say again?
Do you think online trends influence yourself? Mm, Yes, sorry. Maybe Lorena. Lorena, can you help me assist with the translation?
Yes. I send the message to her. Wait a moment. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, let's wait for to wait. And maybe while we're waiting for Miss Seven, I would like to send one last question for Indonesian team first, and then we move again to Miss Seven. Uh, Miss Haira and Mr. Edward, how would you explain, due to social media and cultural appreciation, some youth label as aggressive terms? Sorry, sometimes social Gen Z. Maybe I will try to address this question.
Check. Is my voice clear?
Yes. I think our facilitator has a lag connection, but maybe you can proceed to your question, sir.
Okay, thank you. So the question is, how would you explain that due to social media and cultural appreciation, some youth labeled as aggressive in terms of addressing it? Maybe some youth refers to Gen Z and also Gen Alpha, right? I think. Because yeah, Gen Millennials and above, not using social media as much as Gen Z and also Gen Alpha, right? Oh yes, Miss Rida, Rida. Okay, so I think social media and also cultural appreciation can make the label of aggressive. For example, in TikTok, most of the users of TikTok are Gen Z and also Gen Alpha, right? And we can compare and contrast the comments in the comment section of many videos in TikTok into the comment section in Facebook, right? Facebook, I think, especially in Indonesia, I don't think it is the same as many countries out there. But in Indonesia, Facebook uh, feels full of Gen millennials, like mothers and also fathers that have age of 30 until 40 until 50 and above. So I personally usually oftenly compare and contrast the comment section in TikTok and also on Facebook, and the comment in the TikTok section in the TikTok application is very aggressive wordings, something like uh this is very weird or something like that. But in the Facebook Pro, they tendly to comment like giving a plus to the content creator, even though the content creator is the beginners, but they tendly to appreciate what the content is comparing to TikTok. Maybe like something like that. Miss Hayra, is there any additional answer?
All right, so I think social media shapes how youth communication, right? Often encouraging speed and then visibility and strong opinions. Because of this, they're a direct way of addressing cultural or social issue is sometimes labeled as aggressive, even when the intention is awareness, not conflict, like that. So the issue is less about aggression and more about different communication style in the digital age. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Hayra. Guys, please, I'm really sorry for connection issues. I still fix this with a minute. Wait. I'm truly sorry. Try to reconnect. Wait. Shafira, can you help me share screen for the MCPTT? Shafira, can you help me sharing the MCPTT? Can you see me now? Guys, Thank you so much for your patience, and thank you so much. Wait. Okay. Thank you so much for the speakers that already covered me up by answering the questions while I'm on connection issues. Okay. That will be concluded our Q&A session. Once again, Miss Wei, Miss Chung, Miss Kaira, and Mr. Edward, as well as the first round, Mr. Ekansh, Miss Montida, and Miss Lita. Thank you so much for your insightful session today. And to conclude our meetings, for the speaker team, do you have any additional information that you want to share in the Zoom?
So far, so good, miss.
Okay, that will be the end of the session. And for now, we will have group photo together. I would like to call all the participants to open your camera and use the virtual background that we provide so we can have group photo together. And once again, I'm truly sorry for the audio issues and connection issues that I have today. It's really out of my control. And I hope the session today could still be meaningful for all of you. Okay, as I've already see a lot of people open your camera, maybe you can use the virtual background. Yes, the attendance link will be sent after this. Please wait. Okay, I'm still waiting for open your camera and I will send the new virtual background. Okay. For participants after the group photo, we will have please fill the attendance link, and then the certificates will be sent directly, automatically to your email. If you haven't received it yet, please check your spam. Yeah. And for the speakers, you don't need to fill the attendance link as we already prepare a separate certificate for all of you. Okay, I think everyone already opened your camera. Maybe we can start. Okay, smile to the camera. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next slide. Okay, second slide. 1, 2, 3. And then last slide. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that will be the end of our meeting. Lorena and Shafira, could you please share the attendance link to the participants to the chat box, please? Okay. Thank you once again, thank you so much for joining our program. Speakers, after this, I will update you on our group for follow-up. How to say it in Laos, Miss Montida? Maybe.
Kaponikap.
You can say Khop Jai in Laos. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, you can, once you fill the attendance thing, you can leave now. Okay, Mr. Ekansh, how do you say it in Indian?
Hello, thank you so much.
Let's go.
Okay.
Abu-abu, salamat.
Okay, once you fill attendance thing, you can leave the Zoom.
It's like shukriya. You can say that.
Shukri. Okay. Shukri. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. See
Thank you
on
so
another
much.
event.
It was so very
Yeah.
interesting.
Yes,
Hello, good
I will
morning.
update to you.
Yes.
Good morning.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello from Philippines. In translation, maraming salamat. Maraming salamat from Philippines. Paalam.
Kaponikap in Thailand.
Philippines.
Mabuhay
Terima
Philippines.
kasih po. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Miss Lita, Miss Seven, you can leave now. It's okay.
Thailand.
Miss Kitty, Miss Seven, 谢谢.
Sanusi Haliru from Nigeria.
我真的对不起，因为
Maraming
my
salamat.
connection so bad. Okay. Okay. Please
Kwan
fill
rap. Kub siyan tipap ka.
Okay, don't forget to fill attendance link.
Let be the love with the greatest voice of peace. ขอบคุณค
Okay.
รับ
ขอบคุณครับ谢谢
Maraming
Thank you.
salamat.
Salamat. Once
Terima
you
kasih,
fill the
Bu.
attendance, sama-sama. Once you fill attendance link, you may leave the Zoom. Thank you. Yes,
وإذ قال
you.
ربك للملائكة اسجدوا لآدم فسجدوا
Okay, here's the attendance link. Let me share it to you again. Thank you so much, everyone.
فسجدوا إلا إبليس أبى واستكبر وكان من الكافرين.
Miss, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Yes. Miss, do you have another webinars as well in this month or this week?
Yes, of course. Every week we have another webinar session.
And how can we prepare ourselves for a speaker? And we should prepare a presentation.
Okay, to be able to speak, you can wait. You can contact this email because it's not my division, but you can contact that email if you want your school to collaborate with us.
Yes.
Okay.
And from where should I find the email?
I already sent it in the chat box. Wait, let me send it again.
Okay, just send it to yes, GSGETIN. Is that?
Yes.
Okay, and there's
Get in touch. Yeah.
okay. And thank you. It's just for youth, yes?
Yeah, and actually we have session for lecturer also. You can join as participant.
Okay, thank you.
Izin live ya, Miss. Kasih, Miss.
Thank you, Mom, and goodbye.
You're the one.
Does everyone fill attendance thing?